Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Double up. That's the way.
The first carry now. This is Hill. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start the drive with Hill. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 2nd and 6.
He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Greystone, travel.
On second down, it's Hill. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 33 and a first.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Back to throw. Gruber. They complete it to Hill. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Fields. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yes, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Hill. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
60 outlaw. 80 weapon. 5.
Off the bootleg. Gruber. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Switch ball. Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Switch up, switch up. Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 20.
On 3rd down, Fields flush to his right. And that is incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Gruber. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, Zoo. Ready.
Off play action. Gruber. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Check. Hey, 25.
Operating from the gun, Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Hey, switch gears.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields looking for his running back, and he's got it. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hayward. 25 to Mike. Go. Hey, let's get this.
From the gun on 3rd down. Fields. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Fields. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyreek Hill. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now the try here for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Got it. 59. Mike is 59. Pilot, 64. Weak. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fix and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go. Get it.
Off the play fake. Gruber, he's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
We got 25 to Mike. Ready? Check. Crunch. 80 weapon. Orbit. 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Go. QB drop. Watch QB out. Check the backer.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Big dad.
Tight dog. Big dad.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check four.
Yeah. Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Throwing on first down. Fields. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Get him. At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
To throw on third down, Fields. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Let's go, D.
From the gun, Fields. This will be caught at about the 5. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Second and 2. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun. Fields eluding the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey.
On fourth down, Fields. This is caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Turnover on downs.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper.
It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Hey, 25's the mic. We got 25's the mic.
From the gun, Fields. And this is caught at the 8. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, Now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get
Off the bootleg. Gruber rolling to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. So we got man. At 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike.
On first and 10, Fields. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a first and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And going deep for Hill. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
60 Pittsburgh.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Gruber. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Ready. 10-2, sir. You draw quarter. I go.
On first down, Glass. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 50. 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 63 yards on the ground.
First down, Cardinals.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Greystone, Travis. Ready.
Looking to throw. Gruber. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
90 Wolf. Here we go. X3. 218. Chopper.
Let's bring it.
25. Hey, Sam off.
He's checking. Crash.
Get it.
On third down, Glass. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to first and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Antonio Callaway. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. To throw on second down, Fields. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Go. Motion. Reset.
On third down, Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Glass, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line.
I got you, boy.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
80 weapons.
Championships, baby.
Snap.
They'll keep it on the ground. Glass. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Protein spill. Spike.
On 3rd down, Glass. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just... Make a joke. All right, guys. Had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
25 the mic. We've got 25 the mic.
Crunch time, defense.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll run on first down. Glass. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. There he goes inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll keep it on the ground. Everett. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They're not ready for this.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down.
Down. 10-2 soft.
Check 59. Hey, get in the weight room.
5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
Greystone travel.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Ready?
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ramsey. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. On 1st down, Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, Haywood. Get it.
On 1st down, Tucker. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards.
Go. Coaching spell. 18 Gator.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6, dude.
Operating from the gun. Tucker. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2nd and 15. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Hey, pop, 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 pop.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.